Hey everybody, it's Tarina. How are you guys today? I have a fun project for you. I have had this kind of in my stash, and I felt like it was a good time to make this. This is actually one of our 6x18 drop-in frame or out of the box frame refills, and we have a lot of these still in stock. And I like using these because they're thin, they're double-sided. You can use the brown side or the white side. And then I had this star cut out. I don't even know where I got it from. Maybe Dollar Tree, maybe Dollar Tree, I think. And then I had this little wood tag. And so put it all together and we're going to make a fun little project. That will be a cute little wall painting just like this. Just like this, add some ribbon, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So just put star in the comment. Today's word of the day is star. And I can get you the info for this project. The other thing is, I love all manner of tools, crafting tools. And I got this, I found this really cute um, glue gun. It's from Bleds and Bleds. And I thought it was really cute, had a really cute little carrying case. And so I was going to do a little review of that while I'm doing my project today. If you want any of the info, just put stars in the comment and I'll get you where I got this. I have my big Mama Jamba glue gun, and it burned the crap out of my hand so many times. And it, not that it's not great, but I was just looking for something a little smaller, and also cordless. So I got this on Amazon and I thought, okay, I'm going to check it out. It also has a thinner tip. I don't know if you guys can see that. And here's the name of the company right here. I hope it's right for you, Bleds. And I will get you the link for this and let you know how I like it. But I saw this and it is wireless. You just have to you have to charge it. And so it actually came with some glue sticks, which I thought was great too. And again, it's not the regular standard size. It's the mini glue sticks. But I thought this whole kit was great because it came with some colored glue sticks plus the clear. And we're also, by the way, in my kitchen today, you guys. I'm getting ready to head out of town and my craft room is a mess. And so I thought, I'm just going to come in my kitchen. It has a little cord and it doesn't come with a block. It just comes with the port. I have this kind of port in my kitchen in the little thing in my little outlet. Words are hard today, people. Words are hard. Anyway, so I'm just going to plug that in, set it there for a few minutes. We're just going to use the clear. We're just using clear and pull this out, stick this one in. But I love this. First of all, it's a cute color. Two of my favorite colors, purple and pink. And I like this little foot. I like the little foot. You could just take it off or put it in, and then that's what holds it. It also has this little guy that if you had to, you could do that. You just like laying it down. It has a little like kickstand. But I love this thing. I think that's really cool. So I'm just gonna plug that in, see how that goes. And it has a carrying case in case you're going crafting somewhere else. You could use that. All right, so I'm gonna do some painting. I don't know why I have my paper down and it's all wet. So let's paint. We're going to paint our star. We're going to paint our star first. I'm using Home, the color Home. You could use Cadet or whatever color that you want to use. And again, if you guys are here, make sure you say hello because, it would be nice to know that you're here. And if you want this project info, just put stars or star, sorry, star, not stars, star. Yeah, I hope you guys can see this okay. I'm just gonna paint. I just had some paintbrushes that were clean after the kids left. So I'm just using that. Also, a lot of our transfers, our stencils, are on sale right now. All the patriotic stencils are on sale. And so I'll show you a couple. I pulled a couple, and I'm not sure exactly which ones I'm going to use yet, but we'll kind of get to that. And but they're 30% off on the site. So again, if you put star in the comments, I will send you that info. Hope you guys are doing good today. Just painting. When the kids are here, Oakland, she's our granddaughter. She loves to paint. And so my daughter-in-law, Peyton, she puts water in like a bowl and just gives her paintbrushes. She'd never used a foam brush before. And she was kind of like perplexed, like, what is this, Grandma? This doesn't have brush, like bristles. And so I pulled a bunch of my paintbrushes, and this just happened to be one that I picked up, and she was like looking at it like, what is this? I thought it was cute. All right, I'm just painting. And you don't have to use the one I've got. Like I said, I just pulled this from my stash. I actually had this project kind of set aside as I had this idea, and I'm like, okay, I'll just put it together, put it to the side. And I have not gotten to it until now. And like I said, we're going to be out of town. We've had the grandkids here for a couple weeks, and they went home. My house is very empty. We had the wedding. It was fabulous. It was a great day for everybody involved, and the bride and groom were awesome and beautiful, handsome and beautiful. If you guys are friends with me, or honestly, if you're not friends with me, you can go to my profile. I posted pictures of a couple pictures of their formals, which was really pretty. Okay. All right. So I'm going to set that to the side. Let that dry a minute. Let me grab the wipes. We're kind of out of the element, you guys. And a little glue gun's heating up. I always like tools. And so anytime I see a little fun tool, I like grabbing them, especially since my big one just like annihilates my fingers. I just keep getting burnt to a crisp. And I've got so many scars from it. All right, so the other thing I need to paint is this little tag, and I wanted to paint it white. So I grabbed my bright white chalk paste. Now you can use you can use acrylic paint if you want. I just use paste because that's what I've got. All right. And if you're here, make sure you say hello and share this out because sharing is caring. And I appreciate it. Try not to mess up my nails. Because I don't get them done very often, but when I do, okay, set that to the side. So I used Home, or you could use Cadet. Home is more like a little bit more navy color, but you can use Cadet for sure. With a little cup for water over here to the side that I put my brushes in. All right, moving right along. Now, I pulled a couple transfers because I didn't know which one I wanted to use. This is white. This side, I'm not going to actually paint it white. I don't feel like I need to waste the paste. But I did pull, um, I pulled this transfer for the stripes. This is the Patriotic home. And you guys, I've used this transfer so much. This is a brand new one. It's an E size. It's pretty big. But it's nice because I could do 3 stripes on this and be done. And it's long enough. I think that's awesome. But if you don't have that one and you're looking for another one, you could actually use this one. This one is called, if I can find it, because of the braid, which is a stunning transfer. This is a beautiful transfer. And you could repeat the pattern for this one. So I could do 3 and then do 2 more if I wanted to. But again, so it just depends on how many stripes you want. I could probably do 5 of these stripes, 3 of those ones. And then there's the other one, which is this one. And I love this one too. These are 30% off. All the patriotic ones are 30% off. This is called Patriotic Patterns. And I'm actually going to be using these stars on the star to do white stars. And I like the rustic. And, obviously you can tell I use the rustic one a little bit more. But I would have to repeat the pattern, which again, not a big deal. I could wash it off and reuse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could probably get five stripes with this too. But I think I am going to use the Patriotic Welcome or Patriotic Home on this one, just because I like it simple. I like it easy. I don't want no muss, no fuss, right? And if I don't have to repeat patterns, again, you can totally do it. But I feel like the easier, the simpler, the better, I guess. So we're just going to do this. I'm going to center those stripes on here. And this is a rustic feel in this transfer. Work out the bubbles. And if you don't know, our transfers are reusable, 10 to 12 times. And I have used this transfer quite a bit. Probably not 12 times, but a lot. And I've made porch boards. I made several porch boards with this one transfer. So you can see like right there. Now I grabbed both cherry and candy apple because I didn't know. I'm pretty much out of cherry. I've used that whole jar. Candy apple looks pretty good. I might have to get some water. Hold on. Let's be right back. And by the power of the magic of the video, I just went and grabbed a brand new jar. So I just got a new jar of candy apple because I just didn't want to run out. All right, so I'm just gonna swipe this whole thing right down. Start at the top. I love this transfer. It's so pretty. It has that whole rustic vibe going. And I'm going to be doing the whole thing because there's little bits and pieces that are in between the stripes that also give it a rustic feel. Just swipe it on. You guys can see this okay. Again, star in the comments because I will get you all of that info. Any excess goes right back in the container. Let's peel this up for the reveal. How easy that was? That was easy. I'm just going to set this on the sink. I'm going to use my heat tool for this and just dry it real fast. Beautiful. That's great. Let me show you. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Let me grab our little star here. A little star. Let me dry this and just make sure that it is fully dry. And then I'm going to do, let's see, I'm going to grab my my surface wax. We're going to wax this real quick because it's essentially painted, and you don't want to pull up that chalk paste when you put down your transfer. So we use the surface wax to protect the surface and the transfer. Okay. You're just fluffing it, so you want it nice and smooth. Okay, so I'm going to grab this guy. Now, I've already used this. If it was brand new, I would fuzz it, but I've already used it, so I don't need to fuzz it. Let's see, how are we going to do this? We're going to have to use it multiple times because the star is bigger. Where's my white? Here's my white. Here's my squeegee. I'm just going to swipe on. This goes back here. Let's pick that up. That's great. And these are repeatable patterns. So just line up. This up. Continue. Perfect. Let's do down here. Same thing. This guy's down here. Beautiful. Let's stick this to the side. So again, these transfers are all 30% off. Let's stick these squeegees in the jar and put the lid on. I can feel the air is on. I don't want my things to get dried out. Let's try that real quick. Now we are going to be using black paste on the tag. And so I want to kind of bring that black in. So I'm going to go around the edge of my striped piece with my inker just to kind of distress it a little bit. You know, I love doing this to all my pieces. Just kind of finishes it off. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the tag. We'll put the chalk image on here as well. We're going to do that in black. So side, let me grab. I love that. It's so cool. Oh yeah, that's hot down. That's great. I'm excited. And it's not dripping, which I love. Because my big one drips. I go through, like, I feel like I waste a lot of glue with it because it drips so bad. This one does not. It looks really good. Okay. Again, all of these pieces are from my stash. Oh, there's some scissors. Oh, there they are. If they were snaked, they would have bit me. This transfer is called American Made Minis. Again, all the patriotic ones are 30% off right now. So that's a good deal. So I'm centering this towards the bottom of this tag. What's nice is you can see through our transfer just a little bit, which helps in centering things for placement. I did not grab black. All right, let me go grab black. Yeah, when you're not in your craft room and you're used to being in your craft room, it's hard to remember all the things. All right, so I'm just gonna swipe on the black. Oh, go outside my edges. Okay. Isn't that great? So cute. Love that. Trying to stick this. See, this is what I miss about crafting in my kitchen. I have a sink. There's a sink in here. No sink in my craft room. See? And when you're not using your chalk piece, like I said, make sure you just put the lid on. We'll dry this up real quick. And if you're watching on the replay, just by hashtag replay, because I just want to know who's here. All right. So let's at least attach the my star to the striped. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to there. I don't want it to be super long, but I think that looks great. So I'm gonna grab a pen, pencil, and just draw a line on the back. That just gives me a guideline where I want to put the glue. All right. So we're going to use our cute little glue gun, our brand new glue gun, and it's cordless. You have to obviously plug it in, but it is brand new. So it has that new smell. Another one. It works really great. I like it. I like the fact that it doesn't drip while it's warming up, which I find helpful. Let's turn it on. And see it's still on. So you just have to charge it, and then you just turn it on while it's charging. It'll heat up, and there's one little tiny baby drip. But like I said, it sat here for the whole time we've been doing this, and it didn't drip. So I'm really excited about that part. All right, so here we are. So far, so good, right? But you know me, can't leave it at that. We've got to do something different. So we're going to do a bow. And we're going to add a bow. I've got this cute ribbon. And what we're going to do is I do want the tails longer. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of crossing it like this. And then grab the back side. And then scrunch it in the middle. Not too long. Make the loops a little bit bigger. So again, you're looking at the ribbon. I'm looking at the wrong side, like this. Cross over, cross the tails over like this. And at that crisscross, grab the back and scrunch it in the center. Yeah, that looks pretty. And I'm going to take the chenille stick, just part of it, and twist, twist, twist on the back. Twist, twist, twist. And I'm going to trim it. So we're going to use the chenille stick again. Just tuck that. Move the tails down, loop that a little bit. And it's going to sit right here. Sure. Fluff it till you like it. Okay, so eventually we're going to tuck the tag like right here under the bow so it'll stick out. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's what we're going to do, just like that. But before I do that, I want to add, this side's a little bit too big. I'm kind of pull to shorten it. There we go. Always proofing. Okay. All right. So the other things I got out were the stars. It's a red one. I'll look at that. And then I also got gold stars, which I thought were super pretty. I got gold stars, the same length as this one. And then I have this white glaze, and I'm going to do the same thing. And it's almost correct. Then I have, there it is. I didn't want to lose it. I have this little rusted star that I'm going to put in the center. So I'll set that aside. All right. So what I'm going to do is fold this in half. Put the stars over top of that. Now you can use fabric if you've got fabric. Just tear the fabric up. Whatever it is that you want. But this is what I'm doing. Just set that in the front of my bow. And then twist, twist, twist a little. I know, but it's on the ground. I'm like, I know I dropped it. Somewhere I dropped it. Okay. So that's what the bow looks like. And I think I want to do, let's see, I want to do fishtail, dovetails. I think I do want to do dovetails on these guys. I don't know why I said fishtail. It's dovetails. All right. So now let's put a big dollop of glue. This is so pretty. A big dollop of glue right here. And so far so good. It's still hot. I love that. Put a full dollop of glue in the center of our little rustic star. Finish that off. And then we're just going to put some glue on this guy. Beautiful. Might be too short, but I'll probably use another, grab some more. I need to let this dry, but what do you guys think? Isn't that pretty? I'll flip it up, but I'll grab a longer piece of twine and re-thread that hole at the top for a hanger. What do you guys think? Turned out pretty. I just want that glue to dry up so it doesn't move. But looks pretty, pretty. What do you guys think? Put stars in the comments and I can send it to you. I promise you I will post a picture of what it looked like. It's like on me that pain. So pretty. So again, it's still on. It's been at least 10 minutes that I've had it unplugged, maybe less, but it's still on and no drips, no drips. And I love it. So that's my little review of this. It's BLEDS, BLEDS. And I can get you guys the link to this cute little glue gun. It's so darling. The whole kit comes with the glue gun and the case, and then it has a bunch of regular glue sticks and these colored ones, which I'm excited to use the colored ones as well. And these are minis, which I have been looking for a little. My old mini, my mini glue gun died after a few years of using it. And so I was looking for a new one. And this one just popped up and I'm like, oh, I'm going to try it and see what I think. So darling, and it didn't burn my fingers. It doesn't come out too fast like my other one. So really, really like it. All right, guys, put stars in the comments if you want any of the information on this. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this. This has been Tarina with Create Retreat. That's me. See you guys next time. Bye, everybody.